All right, this was your problem of the day. You needed to determine a reasonable domain and range for the situation. The domain there would be between 0 and 82. And your range would be between 0 and 12.3 million. For number 2, domain would be between 0 and 5. Your range between 0 and 4,220. And the reason that you got that was just 5 times 844. And on the last one, 0 to 2, between 0 and 2,500, and between 0 and 13,125 for the range. All right, so today we're going to be modeling real-life situations using linear functions. It will be fun. So, core concept, you might want to write these down. The slope, intercept, point slope, given 2 points. This is something that I will expect you to know. This is from Algebra 1. So, we've got a graph here. A distant asteroid. We want to write an equation of the line and interpret the slope. The asteroid came within 17,200 miles of Earth in February 2013. So, first thing we want to do is find that slope. The slope is going to be 24 over 5, which is 4.8. You can keep it in either form. Your y-intercept is 0. Slope-intercept form is probably going to be the easiest one to use here. Substitute in what you know. And the equation is y equals 4.8x. Then we want to use that equation to find out how long it takes the asteroid to travel 17,200 miles. Substitute that in for y, divide, and you get about 3,583. All right, here we've got a graph, shows the remaining balance y on a car loan after making x monthly payments. Write an equation of the line and interpret the slope and y-intercept. What is remaining balance after 36 payments? Well, I want to get that slope first. The slope is negative 0.3. And you should be able to tell that that's a negative slope. If you don't get a negative answer, double check how you found the slope, difference of your y's over the difference of your x's. Your y-intercept is 18. So what's happening here is it's going down 300. Balance decreases 300 per payment. So the initial amount was 18,000. After 36 payments, 7,200. Make sure you look at that and know that that is in thousands. All right, that's a little hard to read. I don't know if we can enlarge that at all or not. That's a little better. So on this one, got 2 prom venues. Which venue is going to charge less? So we always want to understand the problem. If you need to, take a second and read it twice. I'm not going to read this one out loud because I'm going to assume that you guys can pause and read it yourself. Make a plan. We want to write an equation that models the total at Lakeside Inn, and then compare the slopes, because the slopes is how much per student. Well, choose any 2 points from the table. Then you're going to have to find the slope, difference of your y's over the difference of your x's. Then write an equation using that slope and any point from that table. Looks like they chose 100, 1500. I would probably choose that one as well. Point slope is probably going to be the one that's going to be easiest because you know a point and a slope. Substitute in what you know. Simplify. You get 12x plus 30, 300. So we want to find the cost expressions there. So by comparing the slopes, the Sunview charges $10 per student, and the other one, Lakeside, charges $12, but the total cost will be the same for 150 students. And that's what they were figuring out at the end, kind of the break-even point. Take a second, try this one on your own. You might want to hit pause and then check your answer. All right, what if you are just given a bunch of data? This is a core concept. This is going to be really important. You want to copy this down. Because when you get data, very rarely is it a perfectly linear line. You're going to get more of a scatter plot where it follows a trend. So let's go ahead and go through an example. First thing you would want to do, plot the points. Oops. And that's what that plot is going to look like. Draw a line through those points. Try and get as many points above as below. Then you're going to choose 2 points on the line. Your 2 points might be different than their 2 points. The thing is, it has to be on the line. Then once you have 2 points, you can write an equation. First find the slope. Choose one of those points. Use point slope form. Plug in what you know. Simplify it. So there's our equation. Y equals 2.5 x plus 70. And if you want to estimate 35, plug that in. The approximate height of a person with a 35 centimeter femur is 157.5 centimeters. Tell you what, I'm going to be putting a video on linear regression using the graphing calculator onto Canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this example right now. Take a second, pause, try answering these yourself. Just do A. For A, the answer is yes. Plot it, draw your line. You might not get something exactly like that, but you should get something very similar. All right, that is it. I hope you enjoyed.